Hi there Pokefans, I am your humble host Fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. And today we challenge this Team Aqua leader or Super Admin in order to retrieve the Meteor. Let's see how this battle goes. He's not the sexy lady. Oh, I think he is actually the leader, and the sexy lady is his girl. Damn, he has a lot to say. Okay, so he starts off with Mighty Hyena, but first he shakes his anchor around his neck. I wonder if he knew that was a Pokemon in the newer generations, if he would actually have an anchor around his neck, or actually have that specific Pokemon. So Mudshot does quite well, but we are hit with Swagger. That is kind of bad for us. We don't want to hurt ourselves, so I think I'll go for a full heal again. So we snap out of confusion because of the full heal, and he goes for a roll. Bugger. Okay, let's see what a air cutter does. No, a water pulse. Doesn't do as much as I wanted to. This guy's actually quite smart, because each time we do a full heal he just does a roar, and that actually wastes our potion. So let's just switch out by ourselves. And there he goes for a roar again. I'm glad it didn't drag out the bloody HMU. Okay, let's see if we can do Astonish. That did terribly little. I'm sure it only did 1 HP of damage. How disappointing. Let's switch out again. It's kind of stupid for him to do a Swagger and then a roar, and then a Swagger again and then a roar. That doesn't actually do all that much. That basically does nothing. Now, in some point in the future, I'm thinking of using a roar strategy. But for the roar strategy to actually work, you need to employ entry hazards like spikes and toxic spikes and stealth rocks and stuff like that. I think that would be quite interesting to do a battle like that in some point in the future. I just don't know what I'm going to call the series. Please leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any ideas as to what I could call such a series. And that will definitely help the algorithm on as well. So Lombre grows to level 22 and he's sending out Sharpedo now. Now Lombre isn't actually such a good Pokemon. If he was a Ludicolo already, then he might have a much stronger attack. Absorb doesn't do as much as I would like. Damn, that did a lot of damage. At least we drained some energy and healed up a little bit, but that assurance... Okay, that was a critical hit, so it just kills us outright. So there you see I put it up. This counts as a whiteout for me because I'm using my HMU to revive and heal up my Ludicolo because he's the one that is supposed to take on this Sharpedo. Even if I don't do any attacks with my HMU, I still used him in order to gain some advantage. So while that is going on, I would like to discuss a kind of a controversial subject over here. At the time of this recording, this is a few weeks before Pokemon Violet and Pokemon what are they called? Scarlet and Violet are released, and it looks like they have a new mechanic that is involved over there. It's some sort of a crystalline evolution or transformation, and that is, as I understand it, it is kind of a hidden power, but it's a hidden power that doesn't take up a move slot, and it has the added effect of changing your physical type to be stabbed to your hidden power, and it increases your defense, both special and physical. I think it looks like that. Now, I'm not a real big fan of all of these new gimmicks that came out in Pokemon. In this specific game I'm playing now, I'm not a very big fan of the Mega Evolution gimmick, but I'm going to use it. In the Pokemon Sword and Shield, I'm not a very big fan of the Mega Evolution. Not Mega Evolution, the Gigantamax gimmick, but I'm going to use that just as soon as I have purchased my Nintendo Switch Lite, which I am buying from a friend of mine at a third of the price. And then obviously this new gimmick I'm not a big fan of. The one I am a fan of is the whole Z move thing, even though I have no intention of buying the Alola games because of the structure in which those games are run. I like the whole structure with having gyms, physical gyms, which are called gyms in the game, and a Elite Four with a champion battle at the end. I like that structure because I've gone through that since Generation 1. Please leave a comment in the comment section below sharing your opinion on this matter, and by the time this specific episode comes out, you would already have a better understanding of that whole crystalline gimmick that Game Freak is bringing out, because this will probably release after the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So you will have a much better understanding of that gimmick. Maybe I am wrong, and I would like you to inform me of that in the comments below. Anyway, this Sharpedo is still bloody alive after everything. And I keep bloody missing. And now I know Rock Slide isn't all that accurate, but come on, don't keep missing everything all the time. And this Assurance is a bloody strong attack. Okay, that was a misclick over there. I'm sure that this bloody person did a heal at some point. Ugh, come on, stop it with the bloody swagger. I wish I had thought of randomizing this game, and the only change I make is just to disable or make the move swagger illegal. I wish there was a randomizer that would allow me to do that. Or all confusing my moves. Make all of them illegal. So can you hear in my voice that I hate moves that confuse, especially if I'm on the receiving end of that, because it all too often happens that if you're not on the receiving end of that, it doesn't actually work out all that great for you. I definitely should have whited out over here, because as you see, I am continuously just doing the same thing over and over again. Come on, stop with the bloody swagger. Don't bloody hurt yourself. Thank goodness. At bloody last we get rid of this bloody shark. Flippin' hell. How the hell are you supposed to get through this game with bull crap like this? I fully healed the wrong bloody Pokemon, and it took that as a effect of mine, which is kind of stupid. Anyway, I finally managed to beat this bloody pirate. So he's called Archie. I keep having to clear my bloody throat as well. Luckily I edit that out for you so that you don't have to listen to my shouting into your ears. I was hoping to get through this game without having to white out, because so far it looks like specializing in water is the most easy thing to do, especially considering how many water types there are. Could easily have done a Nuzlocke, but if I did a Nuzlocke I would have lost here. This would have been the point where I lost, seeing as I had to revive a bunch of my Pokemon a few times, more than once. Okay, now that this red dude is now coming to gloat at me or talk at me a whole bunch of nonsense. Luckily that didn't take too long. Okay, let's see if we can get the meteorite. We didn't get anything over there, we just looked at the machine. How boring. So what's on this side of the volcano? Nothing. Okay. I should have remembered that, because I did go and have a look before I went over to Archie, the pirate. I definitely need to evolve my Ludicolo or my Lombre into Ludicolo because he is not strong enough to deal with that bloody shark. If he was evolved, his special attack would be much higher, and he would be able to more easily deal with that Sharpedo. Theoretically. Okay, I think I have the wrong bike in order to jump on over those stepping stones over there. But even so, I don't know how to do it at the moment. I lost the technique of doing it. And I'm not bothered at the moment to actually experiment and try and do it. But as I was saying, I have the wrong bike most probably. Damn. I was hoping to avoid this trainer, although she's quite pretty. And she has a bloody gloom, for crying out loud. The worst Pokemon I can face. Okay, Wingo, wake up. Okay, he does a stun spore that doesn't do anything. So Hyper Potion or Super Potion better? Let's do a Super Potion. And there comes the Mega Drain that I was waiting for. Okay, time to switch out. Let's do a wing attack against this bloody Gloom. Hopefully we don't... he bloody does a poison powder. I was hoping not to be poisoned by the contact, but that's irrelevant because he just does a bloody poison powder, and it bloody hits. And the Mega Drain does quite a lot of damage. Damn. Luckily my wing attack does, my air cutter does more damage than he healed with the Mega Drain. That takes care of the Gloom, and Wingull goes to level 24. I wonder at what level he evolves. Okay, Swablu is next. This is kind of problematic. I have to heal up Marshtomp again so that he doesn't just die. Luckily we are not at a severe disadvantage over here. Because Swablu at the moment is a flying type, not a flying dragon. Granted, a little bit later we are going to face a bloody flying dragon. But that is the problem of that time, not right now. Luckily this rock slide hits. He should not have challenged me. I was trying to get away without having to fight anyone else. Okay, so now I make it to this town over here. The one I was avoiding the whole time. Okay, that's just a Mart. Here is a Pokemon Center. And everybody's healed up. Ah, thank you for the egg. I wonder what it will hatch into. Thank you very much. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Okay, this is a herb shop. Here we can buy some revives and not revives, revival herb and all that stuff. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.